It is low, slow, and loud, and the way air travel was in 1929. The Trimotor Ford, also known as the Tin Goose, Flying Barn Door, and Queen of Airplanes. Flying all the way from the Kalamazoo, Michigan Air Museum to Marion, Indiana, to be a part of this year's Flying Cruise-In Pancake Breakfast. Flown in by perhaps the highest time trimotor pilot known today, let's join volunteer Captain Dick Ward in the pre-flight briefing.
You're looking at the original airplane, but many new parts. Even the skin was refabricated or fabricated to put on this aircraft. You notice the style of the skin, that had to be rolled out, so they had to make special dies for it. There is some original skin, I understand, on the airplane, up on the wing areas, but most of that has been reskinned. The airplane has modifications made because it was going to be used as we use it now as a flying piece of history. And as a result, you're going to see some, if you were a connoisseur on this, you would notice some subtle differences. The original airplane had smaller engines, 420 horsepower engines with fixed pitch propellers. These have been upgraded to 450 horsepower Pratt & Whitneys. They're still old and antique engines, but they have more horsepower. There are 3 of them, of course. The propellers are constant speed hydromatic, Hamilton standard, and that enables us to get a little faster cruise. We go from about 100 to 101.
We asked co-pilot Dan Schiffer what it's like flying on the Trimotor Ford.
Or 4.5 years that I've been flying in it, almost every single time that I do go up, I use it as my time machine. Because when you hop in the Ford today, it is, like Mr. Ward explained, a 1929 Ford Trimotor that's been restored, basically original condition. And you're going to feel the vibration of the engines when they start and when it flies, and hear the sound of the engines, which is truly a remarkable radial engine sound. It's very distinguishable. Smell the smells of the gasoline engine, and you're going to take off, and he's going to fly at about 1,000 feet above the ground, and or less.
Dave Folk, volunteer pilot, describes the markings on the 1929 Trimotor Ford.
They put those on to keep it as a military aircraft. Those are for the medical, medevac type of insignias on the aircraft. Actually, this particular aircraft, nor were any of the Ford Trimotors used as a military aircraft. They use them once in a while to transport troops, like they use the 747 757s as they do today. But the aircraft never was in military service. We are a military museum, so we put the military insignias on the aircraft.
Get up and take a look in the cockpit. When you go back to your seats, please don't go all the way back to the main cabin door because there's no safety latch on that door and you don't want anyone falling out.
The port fighting